Now, there are 7 major chakras. We start from the root center, or it is called as the Mooladhara in Sanskrit. And that is a very important chakra, though it is a low chakra. That is where the Kundalini energy is sleeping like a coiled up serpent. It is compared to a coiled up serpent, but there's nothing like a snake, nothing that comes up, but energy moves in the form of a snake. That is why it is compared to a snake, because it moves in the form of wavy, like everything in the earth, on earth, right? Water moves as waves, the wind, everything is wavy. Nothing just goes up straight like that. So now the root chakra, and here one trivia about money in particularly is, if any of you are facing this challenge of having unstable money flow, sometimes you have so much, sometimes you have zero, and that is constantly going on and off, right? So here, when you balance this chakra, when you activate this chakra, when you work, when you cleanse on this, your money flow also stabilizes. And I have literally experienced this, because I was a person who would go up, down, my energies, I used to face depression, and suddenly, I have so much high energy, and it's like, I can take on the whole world. Also, I slowly figured out that was the pattern of my money flow as well. Once I was able to work on this chakra, once it became stable, once my emotions became stable, even the money flow became stable. So there was no fear of kal kya hoga, right? What's going to happen tomorrow? So there's this great sense of security you feel. You're taken care of. All your basic needs are taken care of. All right. So the next one is the sacral chakra, or Swadishtana. So that is the place also where Kundalini resides. So the 3 lower chakras, solar plexus, which is called the Manipura in Sanskrit, the sacral center, which is called the Swadhisthana, the root center, which is called the Mooladhara. So all these are very much related to money and karma. I would say all centers are, but basically these are the little difficult centers compared to the higher, because as you meditate, it's easier to open the higher chakras. The lower ones are, the ones that cannot escape, and you need to work a little more on them. And once you work on them, it's amazing results that you find. And the Swadhisthana. Talking about Swadhisthana, it is the chakra to do with creativity. So once, this chakra is active, your creative juices really starts to flow, which you can use in your work, and you can use in your, making your presentations or having great ideas. And then the next one is the execution part, the solar plexus. Each one is related to the other. Some people have great ideas, but they can't execute it. So in the solar plexus, when this is active, you have the sun power. This is related to the sun center, sun itself. So once this is active, there's a lot of abundance. And talking of the sacral also, once this is open, you move from survival, which is basic is taken care of, but now you need like little more luxury, royalty, and all of that. That is related to your sacral center. Going upwards is the Manipura, the solar. There, it is related to your abundance. The sunlight is abundant. There is no scarcity. That way, when your sun energy is active, you're abundant. Like if you see the laughing Buddha, or say Lord Ganesha or Lord Kubera, they all have big stomach. So it's like the stomach is filled with abundance. That is what it is related to, but not necessary that you have to have a big stomach, but that's symbolical connection there. And that's filled with happiness, abundance. If you're more happy, so it's always good to just smile and be happy. It's like you're tricking yourself and your brain. When you're happy, you're vibrating happiness. Your energies are high. So you're automatically attracting high energy things also. So it's okay to also fake it. Just smile, be happy. And in meditation definitely helps you to really feel happy, and you don't have to fake it there. Okay. So that's about the solar plexus, the abundant center, and moving on to the heart center, which is our Anahata. And this is the beautiful center, my favorite, because it's green in color. And that's the light that came to me first. And that's my guidance. And that's Devi Lalita Tripura Sundari to me in a formless state, right? And that is related. Also, the green color is related to prosperity. So even the trees and everything is generally green. So it's prosperous. It's always growing. It's ever growing, evergreen, they say, right? So it is also in terms of money, you'll be prosperous, and you'll be easy about money. There's no tension. There's no, you're open about it. Otherwise, so many times we're very secretive about money. We don't have to be, but it's all dependent on how our chakras are. Yeah. Moving on to the throat center. Now the throat center. So this is also a very important center. Every center is important because these are 7 important centers out of 114. And in the throat center, it is about how you communicate. So relating to money, even otherwise, how do you express? So expressing is very important. If you cannot say what you feel, then you feel like you're choked. So that is where you know your throat center is being affected. So many times you want to say so many things, but you're not able to. Then, you feel very, some blockage here, even with your work and presentations. And you're making, when this center is active, you speak well, you communicate well, you connect with people well out of the sound that comes in here. Like Ma Saraswati resides on the tongue, which is very close to the throat center, and that is, in connection. So when we go into deeper chakra meditation, so each female goddess, right? Which goddess is related to which chakra, what do we need to do to activate that, whom do we need to invoke? Those are the things that we learn deeper in our sessions. And after this is the third eye center. So the third eye center, many times now we know we are the manifestors. And when we are saying we are the manifestors, we also need to understand that our life is our doing, our responsibility. Something has happened negative, it's not God. God has not given us that condition because God loves us a lot and has given equal rights to all of us, free will. It is just without awareness, knowledge, and wisdom, we have negatively manifested. Oh, mere paas hai nahi, it's not there, the lack, and then the feelings of these negative feelings go as blockages in these chakra. So in the root center, fear is the negative blockage. When you work upon your fear, it automatically opens, and then you have no fear. No fear of money, no fear of survival, no fear of nothing. And then in the sacral center, another emotion of guilt, especially for women, where they can relate. There's a lot of guilt. If you're doing what you want, sometimes you feel like, am I doing the right thing? Women generally feel that, and it's very related to women because it's also the area of reproduction, right? And then the next one is the solar plexus, right? They're also about your confidence, if the lack of confidence. And then the heart center is about hatred. If you hate someone, you say, I hate that person, I hate that quality, then understand, forget about that person, you're blocking your heart center, you're blocking your prosperity. So all these negative emotions we are sending towards someone else, forget about them, it is blocking our chakras. So please keep your thoughts and emotions clean. And if it is difficult, meditation is the #1 tool to go to, I would ideally say. And then going up to throat center, if we are lying, a lie could be we're lying to ourselves. No, I can't do it. That itself is a blockage. It's a small thing. I can't do it. No, you can do it because you're capable of doing it. No, cannot is a lie, right? That itself blocks. When you say I can't do it, I can't speak in public, you can't speak in public. You say, no, I can, and you work towards it, you can. And the third eye. So the third eye, many times, we know we want something, but we're not very clear. Pata nahi kya chahiye. You want to manifest. You don't know what you want to manifest. Do you want to manifest a 2 BHK? Do you want to manifest a 3 BHK? Do you want to manifest an apartment? Or do you want to buy a site? Do you want to do business? Or do you want to get into a job? Or So with the third eye opening, you get a clarity of what is it that exactly you want to do. When do you have to do what? So that clarity is very important to manifest. Otherwise, we are negatively manifesting without our clarity, right? And then the final one, the most important one, of course, is the crown center, which is closest to the space, right, where the higher source is much higher, the heavens. And when you connect with that, when you get rid of this ego saying that, I am a small being, I'm not capable of this, I'm not capable of that, or if the Ravan ego is like, I am everything, there's nothing higher than me. These are the things that blocks here. When you get rid of this negative false identities and you just surrender, you connect with the source, and when this opens up, you can access the infinity. Literally, the Sushumna Nadi, it is, you can imagine it connecting with the source, and there's so much energy that flows in, and this happens in meditation, and then you get ready for magic.